Hi!
Hi!
Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I have two very special guests, Kayla
Hey!
and Jenny.
Hi!
They're my two best friends from the Degrassi fandom. And today we are going to be doing our own version of the Degrassi Tag, but we're going to be relating it to next class. So first, you're going to introduce yourselves.
Okay. Hi, my name is Kayla, and I'll just tell you a bit about my Degrassi story. I started watching Degrassi when I was in grade 5, so I think it was 2003. And I just love the show. It's so inspiring. It's helped me through so much, and I just love how real and relatable the stories are. And yeah, it's been a big part of my life, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
Okay, so I'm Jenny, and I've been watching the show since the end of season 5, so that was, 2005 maybe?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really into the show, a lot, but I started getting into it later. I bought all the DVDs, and I watched it back, and my sister also introduced me to the show, so that kind of...
And my sister introduced me into it too, so
yeah.
That's kind of cool. So.
Yeah, but I think it was in 2010 is when the Degrassi fandom started, and I really got into the show, and then I started meeting the cast, and honestly, it's just such a relatable show, as Kayla mentioned before, and it's been a really huge part of my life, and I'm just grateful for the show and all the messages that it gives.
My story kind of sucks compared to your guys's.
No.
Well, I didn't start... Technically, a couple years ago when Season 8 was still on CTV, I was scrolling through the channels, and I saw an episode, I think it was the Season 8 finale when Spinner was shot.
Oh, yeah,
The dot. I think that was when
Yeah.
I briefly watched it, and I was like, this is kind of good, but I didn't really get actually into it till, Season 10, which is late.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it was on much, when the fandom started, is when I really got into it. And then, I went back, and I loved it. It's just so relatable, like you guys mentioned. It's one of the reasons why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the next question was, your favorite character from next class?
Okay, should I go first, I guess?
Yeah, you
sure.
can go first.
Okay, so I'm going to say my favorite, should we do favorite male and favorite female?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so for my favorite male character in next class, I'll have to say is Miles Hollingsworth, because his character and Eric have helped me through a lot. He suffers from anxiety and I suffer from anxiety. And I just feel like his plots are really relatable. I liked how they brought him in as kind of this rich brat kind of a character. But we've gotten to know him so well, and to know that even though if you have a lot of money, it doesn't make you happy. And showing him go through abuse from his father and how he abused anxiety pills. I just feel like he's been through so much, and he's such a strong character, and he's really relatable, and I love him. And my favorite... Okay, I'm going to say my favorite female character probably is a shock, but I really like Frankie because she's made so many stupid mistakes, especially in next class, especially with the whole racism plot. Took her too damn long to apologize, but I feel like she just is trying to be the best person she can be in general, and I feel like she's just relatable because, she tries too hard sometimes, and then sometimes she doesn't try as hard as she should. But I think at the end of the day, all of us, Frankie just wants to be loved and appreciated, and that's what I respect about her, so I have to pick Frankie. And those are my two favorite characters, so...
Okay, so...
You gotta go
for me, this is tough, because I do like all next class characters, but I think for male, I really like... That's the tough question.
Because there's so many characters.
I know there's so many, so I know. I think for male, might have to be, I don't know, maybe Hunter. I think, because again, he's been through a lot, with his mental illness and just him on his journey through the show. In the beginning, he was very I guess he was quiet, and he was very to himself, and we didn't really get to see a lot of him. But I think in next class, especially in season 2, with his whole him being in the psych ward, you really got to see more of him and
what he goes through.
And what he goes through, yeah. And it was really, and Spencer's an incredible actor. He's definitely probably one of the strongest actors on the show, and yeah, it was really cool to see him how he grows and stuff. And for female, think for female, I'd have to say Rasha. I know we've only seen her in season 3 was her, like, she came on the show, but I really like how bubbly she is and how she, and from where she's coming from, Syria, it's really cool to see those, like, two sides of her, how there's one side where she's very, like, close to her home, but then when she comes to Degrassi, she just wants, like, a fresh start, and I'm really excited to see how her character progresses in the seasons that are to come, and yeah.
And I love how she loves High School Musical.
Yes, that was my favorite part about her, and yeah, I just can't wait to see her character grow.
Yeah.
My favorite female? I don't know, I really like Frankie and Zoe. Like, I really like Frankie, with the plot line, a lot of people, the racism plot line, didn't like her, but I do realize she does make a mistake, but she should have apologized sooner for that, because, yeah. And, like, I know it's not next class, but earlier on in the seasons, I kind of related to her in a while, because she was kind of like the goody two-shoes and all the way, and And I loved Zoe's coming out plot, and, like, the way
that was really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that, too.
Really emotional, it was good.
Yeah.
And then with, part with Winston, was he the first one to know that she was?
Because I know Grace kind of knew.
Yeah.
Grace kind of knew.
Yeah.
And Winston, yeah.
And then my favorite male, I'm probably going to have to say Hunter. Just because I really liked his, like, growing up from season 1 to season 3. Like, in season 1, he was all the quiet and all that. And then season 3, he has a girlfriend, which is quite the change.
Yeah. Okay, so next question.
Which character you wish had more screen time?
Okay, so the character that I wish had more screen time, I guess I'll pick, should we pick a male and a female?
If you want.
We can
okay.
do that, yeah.
So I'm going to say I wish Baz had a bit more screen time, because I feel like he has a lot of potential, and I just really love Amir, and I think he portrays him really well. And I think Baz is kind of a jerk, but I think he has the potential to be, like, I think he is a good person. I think he has the potential to have a really good, hard-hitting storyline, and so I'm rooting for Baz/Amir. And for the females, I'd love to see a lot more of Yale, who's portrayed by Jamie. I think we are going to get a big plot from her to do with her wig
In season 4,
in season 4, because there's been tweets about it. So I think it might be a plot of her having a type of OCD, because I have OCD, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how they explore a character with severe OCD. I forget the name of what it is when you pull out your hair. I know it's a form of OCD, and I think Jamie could play that beautifully, so I'm really looking forward to that. Jenny.
Okay, so for me, I kind of have two, because, I just think two really need more screen time. I think one is VJ.
Yes.
Because we haven't really, because I guess since he came on in Next Class, we haven't really seen, a lot of him. He only really had the one storyline with Tristan and, kind of the chlamydia thing with Tristan.
Yeah. And the gamers,
and the gamers. But, I just want to see VJ, because I know, he had, kind of I guess sort of a bad history in a way with, with Maya and with the death threats and all that.
He seems like a background character.
Yeah.
I would love to know more about him.
And I want to see more about him, and I kind of want to see him date somebody.
Yeah.
And I also have another character, as I mentioned, Sod. I know he came in season 3, but I thought from what we have seen of him so far, with the whole photography and him being obsessed with death, like how Maya was too, I thought that was really interesting. And I think Parham, the guy who plays him, and he's really talented, and I think he needs more screen time. And even Parham, I was talking to him, and he mentioned that season 4 was his breakout season. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens with him next. And for female, I'm trying to think. Maybe I think I kind of have a tie between two as well. For female, I have a Goldie.
Yeah.
Because I know, in Next Class, we've seen her kind of be, judgy to, other people and stuff, and we haven't really seen a lot about, her home life or her fate. Well, I mean, in season 2, we saw more about like her being Muslim, and I thought that was really cool that we got to see more about that. But I just want to kind of learn a bit more about her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because we don't know too much about her right now. I mean, we have seen a little bit more, but I want to like go more deeper into her character. And I also think Shay. I think Shay's another character that we haven't really seen too much about her. I mean, like, we know she's like hardworking, and we know like she wants to get into like a good school, and
university.
But no, I want to know more about her too, because I feel like she's just kind of been like the friend to Frankie and Lola and like her Tiny's girlfriend. So I'd like to know more about her too. I think that would be really interesting. And Raya's a really great actor, so I feel like she could. I really want a big storyline for Shay. I think that would. I think she'd really suit it for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like every time you guys get to me, you always take my answers. For female, I don't know. There's quite a few. You guys really said they're like the Goldie. I would like to know more about like the background of the Muslim thing, and then Yale, or I'm not sure how you pronounce. Yeah. I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
I know Hunter's like.
Like, because she had the pot with the makeup, which, I mean, I don't wear, well, I do wear a little bit, but I'm not, like, over the top, unless I'm, like, going out, but still. And then, Rasha, too, I want to know more about her. I know she's only been on, but, like, a season, but, like, I want to know more about Rasha. And then, for male, I'm going to say VJ, just because he seems like the background friend. It would be interesting to know more about him and stuff. It was kind of like when Lola was first announced on the show. She was kind of just like a background friend, and then as the seasons went on, she got the plot. Yeah. So I'm wondering if that's what they're going to do with VJ, or maybe they're going to keep him like for a big plot or something, which I think would be kind of interesting to see him in a big plot of his own, or
Yeah, I agree.
The sign says warning, unsafe ice conditions. People are really dumb. Look at this. They're all human footprints.
Let's see. Well, look at Michael and...
So 2010, grade 10. That was the year me and one of my best friends were obsessed with Justin Bieber. And that is the year we went out as Justin Bieber fans.